Imagine a world painted white. Snow stretches to the horizon, and the air is so cold it bites at your skin. This is the world of the giant ice fisherman. It is a place of extreme beauty and extreme danger. Underneath a thick blanket of solid ice, a hidden world teems with life. Down in the dark, cold water, monsters swim. These are not mythical beasts, but real, living fish of incredible size and value. For the brave few who dare to venture onto this frozen frontier, the rewards can be immense, but the risks are just as great. Every step on the ice is a calculated gamble. The silence out here is profound. It's a quiet that you can feel, broken only by the howl of the wind or the crack of the ice shifting beneath your feet. This is an environment that tolerates no mistakes. Nature is in complete control. For the fishermen who work here, this isn't just a job. It's a way of life, a constant battle against the elements. They are drawn to this desolate landscape, not just for the money, but for the challenge. It's a test of will, of knowledge, and of respect for the raw power of the wilderness that surrounds them. Many people think of ice fishing as a quiet pastime, drilling a small hole and waiting patiently for a small perch. But this is something else entirely. This is an industrial operation on a frozen sea. We are talking about targeting creatures that can weigh hundreds of pounds, fish that could pull a grown man into the freezing abyss without a second thought. The pursuit of these giants requires more than just a simple rod and line. It demands specialized equipment, unwavering courage, and an intimate understanding of the frozen world and the secrets it holds. The allure of this life is powerful. It's the thrill of the unknown, the possibility that the next line you pull up could hold a life-changing catch. It's the raw connection to nature in its most untamed form. These fishermen are hunters, explorers, and survivors all rolled into one. They face blizzards, sub-zero temperatures, and the ever-present danger of the ice giving way. Why do they do it? Because beneath that solid surface lies a world of mystery and opportunity, a world where legends are born and fortunes can be made. Before any fishing can begin, the first and most critical task is to break through the ice. This is not a simple matter of kicking a hole in the surface. In these frigid regions, the ice can be several feet thick, as hard as concrete. To get through it, fishermen use massive, powerful augers. These are not the small, hand-cranked drills you might see on a local pond. These are heavy, gas-powered machines with long, sharp blades that chew through the ice layer by layer. The noise of the engine shatters the silence, a sign that the hunt has officially begun. The process of drilling is fraught with peril. The auger itself is a dangerous tool, capable of causing serious injury if not handled with extreme care and expertise. Furthermore, the very act of cutting a large hole weakens the integrity of the ice sheet around it. Fishermen must be experts in reading the ice, understanding its thickness, its quality, and its weak points. A wrong move, drilling in a spot where the ice is unstable, could lead to a catastrophic breakthrough. The frigid water below offers no second chances. Survival time is measured in mere minutes. Creating the hole is only the beginning of the danger. Once the opening is cut, it becomes a direct gateway to the lethal environment below. A slip, a moment of inattention, could send a person or their vital equipment plunging into the dark water. The edges of the hole can become slick with refreezing water, creating a treacherous hazard. Fishermen often work in teams, keeping a close watch on one another, always aware of the gaping hole that represents both their opportunity and their greatest threat. They must be vigilant at all times. The ice itself is a living, breathing entity. It groans, cracks, and shifts with changes in temperature and pressure. An experienced fisherman learns to listen to these sounds to interpret what the ice is telling them. A deep booming sound might be a sign of the ice settling safely, but a sharp cracking noise could signal imminent danger. This constant underlying tension is part of the job. Every fisherman knows that they are working on an unstable platform, and that their safety depends entirely on their skill, their experience, and their unwavering respect for the power of the ice. Deep beneath the ice, in the dark and oxygen-rich water, live the true prizes of this extreme profession. These are not your average fish. One of the most sought-after species is the Greenland halibut, often called turbot. This is a flatfish that can grow to astonishing sizes, sometimes exceeding 200 pounds. In the culinary world, its firm, white flesh is considered a delicacy, fetching incredibly high prices in markets from Asia to North America. A single, large halibut can be worth thousands of dollars, making it a target worth risking everything for. Another giant of these cold waters is the Greenland shark. While not typically sought for its meat, which is toxic unless specially prepared, it is a creature of legend. Growing to lengths of over 20 feet and living for centuries, it is the longest living vertebrate on Earth. Catching one is a monumental task, a battle of endurance against a true ancient of the deep. For some fishermen, the challenge of landing such a creature is a reward in itself, a testament to their skill and a story they will tell for the rest of their lives. These encounters are a powerful reminder of the incredible life that thrives in these harsh conditions. Then there is the Arctic char, a fish that embodies the beauty of the North. With its vibrant pink and red hues, it stands in stark contrast to the white and blue landscape. While not as large as the halibut, large specimens are highly prized for their rich, flavorful meat. They are powerful fighters, known for their speed and agility, providing a thrilling challenge for the anglers who target them. The char is a vital part of the local ecosystem and a cornerstone of the fishing economy in many northern communities, valued for both its taste and its cultural significance. The incredible value of these fish is what drives this entire industry. The global demand for premium, wild-caught seafood means that a successful season can secure a family's financial future. This high-stakes reality turns every fishing trip into a high-pressure venture. It's not just a hobby, it's big business conducted in one of the world's most hostile environments. The fishermen know that with every line they drop into the dark water, they have a chance to pull up a treasure that will make all the hardship, cold, and danger worthwhile. Success in giant ice fishing relies on having the right equipment. The days of a simple wooden stick and a piece of string are long gone. Today's fishermen use specialized rods built to handle the immense power of these deep-water giants. These rods are often short but incredibly strong, made from composite materials like graphite and fiberglass. They need to be sensitive enough to detect a subtle bite hundreds of feet below, yet powerful enough to withstand the brutal fight of a 200-pound halibut trying to dive back into the depths. The reels are just as important. They are massive, high-capacity machines, often electric, designed to hold thousands of feet of heavy-duty braided line. An electric reel is a game-changer, as it takes away the grueling physical effort of manually cranking a fish up from the abyss. This allows the fishermen to focus their energy on fighting the fish, controlling its runs, and preventing the line from snapping. These reels can cost a small fortune, but they are an essential investment for anyone serious about landing the biggest and most valuable catches. Technology has also revolutionized how fishermen find their prey. The most crucial piece of modern gear is the fish finder, or sonar. This device sends sound waves down into the water and displays what it finds on a screen. An experienced operator can use it to see the depth, map the bottom structure, and, most importantly, spot the telltale marks of large fish moving below. It turns a blind guessing game into a calculated hunt, allowing fishermen to drop their lines directly on top of their targets, dramatically increasing their chances of success. Beyond the fishing gear itself, survival equipment is paramount. Fishermen wear advanced, multi-layered clothing designed for extreme cold, often in the form of insulated flotation suits that can save their life if they fall through the ice. They carry GPS units to navigate in whiteout conditions, satellite phones for communication where cell service is non-existent, and a host of safety gear like ice picks, ropes, and emergency shelters. In this line of work, the tools that keep you alive are just as critical as the tools you use to catch fish. While modern technology provides a significant edge, it can never, replace the most important tool of all, human skill. The best giant ice fishermen possess a deep, almost intuitive understanding of their environment. This knowledge isn't learned from a book or a user manual. It's earned through years, sometimes even decades of experience out on the ice. They can read the subtle signs of nature, the color of the ice, the direction of the wind, the behavior of birds, to predict weather changes and find the most promising fishing spots. This connection to the natural world is, honestly, their greatest asset. Patience is a virtue that every ice fisherman must master. This is not a sport of constant action. There can be long hours, even days, of waiting in the biting cold with no sign of a fish. It really requires a special kind of mental fortitude to remain focused and vigilant, to not let the monotony lead to carelessness. The fishermen who succeed are the ones who can endure the quiet, who can maintain their readiness for that one moment when everything changes, when a gentle tap on the line signals that a monster has taken the bait far below. Physical strength and endurance are also, well, non-negotiable. Battling a huge fish for an extended period is a grueling physical test. It's a tug-of-war that can last for an hour or more, straining every muscle in the body. Then comes the immense effort of hauling the massive catch up through the narrow hole in the ice. This requires raw power and clever leverage. Fishermen must be in excellent physical condition to withstand the demands of the job, day after day, in an environment that constantly saps their energy and strength. Beyond the physical and mental, there's an element of instinct, what some might even call a sixth sense. It's the ability to feel when a bite is about to happen, to know just how to set the hook, and to anticipate the fish's next move during a fight. This is the art of fishing, the part that really separates the masters from the amateurs. It's a culmination of experience, observation, and a deep respect for the adversary at the other end of the line. This ingrained skill is what ultimately fills the boat and makes the perilous journey worthwhile. Out on the vast frozen expanse, no one succeeds alone. Giant ice fishing is, at its core, a team sport, a brotherhood forged in the face of shared risk and shared reward. Fishermen rarely venture out solo. They travel in small, tight-knit groups, fully aware that their survival depends on each other. They watch each other's backs, always communicating about ice conditions, weather changes, and any potential dangers. This trust, honestly, is absolute. When you're miles from civilization, your partner is your lifeline, the one who'll be there to pull you out if things go wrong. The process of landing a truly massive fish is, more often than not, a collaborative effort. While one person might be on the rod, their teammates are right there, ready to spring into action. They help manage the line, keep the hole clear of slush and ice, and prep the gaffs and ropes needed to secure the catch. When that giant fish finally appears at the bottom of the hole, it takes coordinated teamwork to guide its massive head into the opening and haul its immense weight onto the surface. Just a moment of hesitation or a miscommunication can mean a lost fish and a wasted effort. But teamwork goes beyond just the physical side of fishing. It's also about emotional and mental support. The long, cold days and the pressure to succeed can really take a toll. The camaraderie shared in the fishing hut over a warm drink is honestly essential for morale. They share stories, jokes, and encouragement, helping each other stay positive when things get slow. This sense of community and shared purpose is what makes the harsh conditions bearable. They're not just colleagues, they're a family, bound together by a common passion and a deep understanding of the challenges they face. This spirit of cooperation even extends to the business side of things. Teams will often pool their resources to invest in expensive equipment like snowmobiles, shelters, and sonar systems. They share information about which areas are producing fish and what techniques are working best. And when the catch is brought back to shore, they work together to process and sell it, making sure everyone gets a fair share of the profits. In this high-stakes world, they know that working together makes everyone stronger, safer, and ultimately more successful. In so many remote northern communities, giant ice fishing is more than just a job. It's honestly the engine of the entire local economy. These towns are often isolated, with not many other industries to provide employment. The income from a successful ice fishing season flows through the whole community, supporting not just the fishermen and their families, but a whole network of related businesses. Local shops sell gear and supplies, mechanics keep snowmobiles and augers running, and small processors prepare the catch for shipment to markets around the globe. The money earned from fishing allows families to thrive in places where opportunities can be pretty scarce. It puts food on the table, pays for heating oil to get through those long winters, and helps fund the education of the next generation. For a lot of people, it's a way to preserve a traditional lifestyle while still participating in the modern global economy. The success of the fishermen is directly tied to the well-being of the community. A good season means prosperity for everyone, while a poor one can bring hardship, making each trip out onto the ice a matter of real communal importance. This industry also helps foster a strong sense of cultural identity and pride. The skills of hunting and fishing have been passed down through generations in these northern lands. Giant ice fishing is a modern continuation of this ancient tradition, blending ancestral knowledge of the environment with new technology. It connects the younger generation to their heritage and gives them a reason to stay, rather than moving south in search of work. The fishermen are often seen as local heroes, respected for their bravery, skill, and their role as providers. The economic impact actually goes beyond the immediate community. The highly prized fish caught in these icy waters are exported worldwide, creating a valuable trade link between the remote north and the rest of the world. This brings in foreign currency and puts these small communities on the map as producers of a premium, world-class product. The entire supply chain, from the fisherman on the ice to the chef in a fancy restaurant thousands of miles away, is sustained by the courage and hard work of those who dare to fish the frozen seas. Every veteran ice fisherman has, honestly, a collection of stories that would make most people's hair stand on end. These are tales of survival, of battles with nature, and of encounters with the incredible power that lies just beneath their feet. One common story is about the one that got away, but in this world, it's often a story of a fish so powerful, it nearly took the fisherman with it. They talk about rods snapping like twigs, being dragged across the ice toward the hole, and struggles that lasted so long, their muscles just gave out. Close calls with the ice itself are a constant theme. I've heard stories of fishermen on snowmobiles hitting a patch of thin ice and going through in a split second. They talk about the initial shock of the freezing water, the desperate struggle to find the edge of the hole in the darkness, and the relief of being pulled out by a quick-thinking teammate. These experiences leave a permanent mark, a deep and humbling respect for the ice. They serve as a constant reminder that no matter how experienced you are, you're only ever a guest in this environment. There are also tales of incredible courage and teamwork. One fisherman told me about a time when a sudden, violent blizzard descended on them, dropping visibility to zero. They were miles from shore, completely disoriented. Using only a compass and their collective knowledge of the landscape, they huddled together and navigated their way back to safety. A journey that took hours in blinding wind and snow. It was their trust in one another and their refusal to panic that saw them through an ordeal that could have easily claimed their lives. But not all the stories are about danger. There are moments of pure wonder, too. Fishermen speak of the breathtaking beauty of the northern lights dancing across the night sky while they wait for a bite. They talk about the profound silence of a calm, starlit night on the ice, a peace that's honestly impossible to find anywhere else. And they tell of the incredible thrill of finally seeing a giant, magnificent fish emerge from the depths, a creature that seems more myth than reality. These are the moments that balance the hardship, the moments of connection with a wild and beautiful world. So why do they do it? Why do these fishermen return year after year to face the brutal cold, the isolation, and the constant risk? The answer's, well, pretty complex, and it goes way beyond the money. For these individuals, it's not just a job, it's a calling. There's a powerful, addictive thrill to this life, the allure of pitting yourself against the raw forces of nature and coming out on top. It's a world of high stakes and high rewards, where every single day brings a new challenge and the possibility of an unforgettable encounter. There's a profound sense of freedom out on the ice. Away from the noise and complications of modern society, there's a simplicity and a clarity to life. The goals are straightforward: stay safe, stay warm, and catch fish. This direct and honest way of living is deeply satisfying. The fishermen are their own bosses, masters of their own destiny, relying on their own skills and judgment. This independence is a powerful motivator, a reward that can't be measured in dollars and cents. It's a life of true self-reliance. Ultimately, it comes down to a deep and abiding passion for the environment and the creatures within it. These fishermen have a connection to the frozen world that, honestly, few people will ever understand. They respect the power of the ice and the sea, and they have a deep admiration for the giant fish they pursue. Catching one isn't an act of conquest, but a moment of connection with a wild and ancient world. It's a privilege to witness such power and beauty firsthand, and this experience becomes a fundamental part of who they are. This life is a choice. It's a choice to trade comfort and safety for adventure and purpose. It's a choice to embrace the hardship in exchange for moments of pure, unadulterated thrill. The fishermen who answer the call of the ice are a special breed, driven by a spirit of exploration and a love for the wild. They know the dangers better than anyone, but they also know the incredible rewards. And so, as long as the ice freezes and the giants swim in the dark water below, they'll be there waiting.